Okay, so I just got out of the first screening of the day for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. This is going to be my non-spoiler out of the theater reaction, just to set the bar as to where my excitement was for this sequel. I was not a fan of the first film. I thought it was mediocre to okay at best. Some good scenes aside, it wasn't anything to write home about. And now going into the sequel, I was hoping that they would learn from some of the lessons and the criticism of the first film, and I'm happy to report they do improve on a lot of things in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I think the writing here is a lot better. The film is definitely going for a much more scarier tone than the first one. Like, there are definitely scenes of humor and jokes in here, and you know, some of them land, some of them not so much, and that's more than what I can say about the first film. There's actually a story narrative here. There's an actual like arc that you're following with the characters, and there's a story that you can get invested in, and this film is much more focused on the characters of the first film and the trauma that they're dealing with after the events that took place in the first movie. The animatronics do take a back seat in here, but saying that, there are some cool twists in the film, especially the way the third act ends. I thought it leaned for some really nice moments and twists, and it does expand more on the world and the lore that first movie introduced audiences to. You know, I thought some of the jump scares here for a PG-13 film, I thought, you know, were quite effective. And you know, a big complaint of the first film for me is, you know, it being a teenage watered down horror film. This film actually does have some moments of blood. Like, the deaths do actually make an impact. They do linger on them a bit more. You know, I can't say too much, but there's areas that can be on screen, there's areas that can't be off screen. I thought they found a very neat balance for how they executed the kills in here. So if you were not a fan of the first film, I think this second film does have a lot more for you to enjoy. If you're looking for just like a horror experience, this film definitely does more lean into that, and I was surprised at how much fun I had with Five Nights at Freddy's 2.